On July 30, 2006, a user posted a thread on the Nichan Nyusoku VIP boards, a forum for conversation about anything and everything. This particular post he made was a challenge, a puzzle, if you will. He began by stating that upon seeing a thread by another poster claiming they had hidden 50,000 yen in Tokyo, which was then proven to be fake, he was going to take up the challenge himself. He really had hidden 50,000 yen somewhere, but there was one small condition. Readers only had 1 day to find it. He would collect the money at midnight if no one had found it by then. He promised to give 3 hints over the course of the day and posted the first one immediately. The hint consisted of the number 3, followed by the English letters GFF, the @ mark, and finally the hiragana for O. Then, at number 11, they'd find an envelope. It didn't take long for users to break the code. It was simple kana input. This method isn't used much on keyboards these days, but it's where each key on the keyboard represents a Japanese letter rather than an English letter, and the code spelt out Akihabara. The money was hidden somewhere in Akihabara. The poster was surprised that people guessed so quickly, but Akihabara is a big place. The other hint was the number 11. While users were arguing over what this meant, one person claimed that they had already solved it, gone to the location and found the envelope, but the money inside was gone. The original poster seemed surprised, but unsure if the person was telling the truth or not, so he urged everyone else to continue with the riddle. At 3:53 p.m, 2 hours after making the thread, the original poster then shared that they'd gotten in the car to check if the money was still there, but it was gone. Readers wanted him to share the answer to the riddle if the money was already gone, but he said he was going to check again. Maybe the envelope had been moved somewhere, and he didn't think that it would be solved so quickly. He begged whoever had found the money to post in the thread, otherwise he'd have to assume a homeless person or someone took off with it. At 4:38 p.m, he posted that the envelope actually was still there, but it was so dark that he could barely see it. However, he didn't feel that any of the readers were smart enough to crack his riddle, so if they could, then they best show him. Otherwise, he'd go and give it to a homeless person. A few minutes later, he posted again, this time revealing that he'd actually been lying. It wasn't there, so a homeless person must have taken it. That would have been the end of it, but the poster felt it was somewhat anticlimactic. He offered to hide another 10,000 yen somewhere, and gave everyone the answers to the previous clues at the same time. As many users had suspected, it was in front of the Akihabara Softmap 11 building. For the 10,000 yen, he gave a new set of clues, but before long, the story took a twist again. Some users claimed that the original poster had simply taken the money back himself. There was no homeless person involved. He admitted this was true, and to say sorry, he'd add 40,000 yen to the 10,000, making it the original 50,000 again. He threatened that he might take it back again though, so if they wanted it, they better find it first. Users continued to argue over whether any of it was true, so the original poster returned to set the record straight. He claimed that what he originally said was true. He really had hidden an envelope in the city, but there was no money in it, and he never said there was. What was inside the envelope was cockroaches. He had hidden an envelope full of cockroaches. Then he claimed he really had hidden the 50,000 yen as well, but he took it back before 30 minutes had even passed. Readers got angry that he'd deceived them, but he insisted he never said what they were claiming. He hid an envelope, which was what he said in his first post. And he really did hide the money, even if he quickly took it back. But he never said the money was in the envelope, which was technically true. As readers continued to argue, the original poster then posted one final comment that turned the entire thread on its head. Let me tell you the real trick. You should be glad you didn't find the envelope. Readers went back to his first few posts and discovered something that had been hidden in plain sight all along. A pun hidden in the Japanese. "I'll respect whoever can find it," he said. "Hontou ni yaru." Taken in the context of this sentence, everyone assumed this to mean that he really would hand over the money. If you were smart enough to find it, he would respect you, and he would go through with giving you the money. However, yaru also has another meaning: to kill. If you found the envelope, he would kill you. You should be glad you didn't find the envelope. That was the last thing he said before filling the page with creepy laughter. A simple treasure hunt immediately turned sour, and people continued to talk about it as one of the legendary scary stories to come out of Nichan today. And it wasn't even posted on the occult forums. There were rumors not long after that a homeless person had been killed in Akihabara on that very same day. Considering how much the poster had mentioned a homeless person stealing the money, it didn't take long to connect the two. No official news articles were ever found, however, so it was difficult to confirm whether the rumors were true or not. One thing was for sure, however: anonymous treasure hunts on the internet should never be taken lightly.